and just trying to find out, what is this stuff called consciousness? What is this? And the secrets are out. The mysteries of the universe are in every bookstore. They're in every workshop. This is no secret anymore. And the world is wide open for those of us who want to find out what is the truth about who we are and this reality.
Yeah, the esoteric knowledge is, I don't know how old it is, but pretty young. I don't know, 30 years maybe or something. And I just finished, mention here how much is out there. I just finished my other show, Dr. Claire Explains, and the closing session, that was the 33 Principles of Chiropractic. And that actually 1920s, 25 or something, was put down. All this universal knowledge of the law of the universe, and I was amazed that it was nothing in it yet from today's knowledge, but basic fundamentals of life, and it's amazing. So, and I am very interested in, is that not dangerous to exit the body practically as a physical body, and then how do you get back? What was your experience? Would you be willing to share that with us? I am very much interested in that.
Well, a lot of people are afraid of astral projection and think they're not going to be able to get back in. But actually, this is the desktop pattern. And you always return to the desktop pattern. I think a lot of people are afraid to go out of their bodies, or afraid to get into deep trances with meditation where they lose consciousness of the body, because they don't realize that consciousness can't get lost. Consciousness is everywhere, and you always know where you are. And if you get lost, it's a temporary experience. All you have to do is just wait a little bit, and you find your way back. And it's not like a having to try to find your body again somewhere in the universe. It's your desktop pattern.
It's so cute. I imagined immediately I'm out there and where are you? Looking for myself.
All I have to do is just close the program and I'm back on the desktop pattern. I'm back in my body. It's really easy.
I meant something like you go into the light, it feels so wonderful, and the physical body is attached. Lots of tricks to it, and pain and suffering, and you look from upside down on the earth, and then this human physical life, and then you're asking maybe outside the question, what is that all about? Why do I have to go back? And I had someone who told me, I was very much drawn to the light. I actually didn't even want it really to come back.
Yes, the temptation is there that's why people who are wanting to escape usually don't get to astral project very much, because we're supposed to stay put. We're supposed to stay here and do the work. So the way I see it is, if you're supposed to go, you will. But people don't die during an astral projection. You come back first and then you go.
Yeah, good to know this. This is a good message. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, you can't die during an astral projection because they won't let you. Because we're needed here right now. This is an evolutionary breakthrough in the human experiment. And so if you don't stay here with this consciousness rising that you're doing in order to contribute to the mass consciousness evolution of humanity, then what good is it if you don't stay? So we're needed here. We come back because it's necessary to do the work and assist with this evolutionary process that is the next quantum leap for humanity. And every part of growth that you do, and every part of growth that any other person does, anything that I do, we contribute to the mass consciousness bank. And we contribute to the evolution of the human species. And it goes into this whole experience of the whole human race. So what you do isn't just for yourself as far as spiritual growth, it's for everyone. And if you noticed, it gets easier and easier for every generation after ourselves. It gets easier for the next generation, then they make it easier for the next generation with the evolution of consciousness. And so you might notice some of these 20-year-olds have it pretty easy. in the spiritual growth. They don't come in with quite as much, the veils are more parted for them than they were for ourselves, who, by what we've done with our spiritual growth and what we've contributed to the evolution of humanity, that made it easier for the next people. And our parents made it easier for us in whatever ways they have. And evolution of the human species is right now in some sort of snowballing effect. It's moving really, really fast.
Accelerated the time, definitely.
But us as consciousness are not evolving. Only the human vehicle is evolving. But consciousness itself was always fine, all the way from the beginning. There's nothing to fix. It doesn't die, even when the body is left behind. Consciousness doesn't end, and life goes on. You just change the desktop pattern.
I just wanted to ask, are you associating consciousness with the soul?
Well, soul is just another idea of separation. Soul is just another name for this individual versus that individual. So if you're referring to the soul as the one self that is living all these lives, because it's all one self living all these lifetimes, one self in all these forms. It's not a lot of different souls or different people or different beings. That's just another way of structuring communication. And for instance, if you get out of the body, you leave the earth behind, you're in a particular soul, and then there's another soul over there. You're still in a realm of separation. You're still in the dream. You're still in a mental construct within the mind of God. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Is this possible to be at the same time different dimensions, that we exist at the same time in different dimensions? And if you have an idea how many dimensions are there?
I would say there's limitless dimensions. There's no particular number. And as soon as you reach a number, expand your imagination a little more and it gets bigger. So
it's endless.
Just like when we discovered certain things on Earth, for instance, we discover scientific knowledge or truth, we think, oh, we've discovered it all. And then next year it's bigger. There's more to know. It's just the same for consciousness. The more awareness you become, the more awareness you gather, the bigger the picture, the bigger the universe. And it never stops expanding. Just when you think you've reached the edge, it gets even bigger.
I am amazed about the discovery from Hawkins, the Swiss astrologer. He was counting, last time I was updated, like 200,000 galaxies, like the Milky Way.
And that's all that they can see right now. Every time they invent a bigger telescope, they see another few 100,000. So
it looks like the universe is really expanding and endless. And coming back to Earth, I'm always very interested in our short time of civilization that we have now, which is around the 2,000 some years, and then prior to that, what we count, and then we go back, and then there is controversy about the pyramids in Egypt, they was built 2,000-3,000 years ago, and no, they are 12,000 years old, and then going to the Mayas, Aztec, Incas, they talking about, I just came back from Guatemala, and they have in the museum BC, like a couple of also just 2,000 years, and I have a total different idea about that. What do you think from your studies?
What is the question exactly? How old do you think the world is, or the
not the world, civilizations reaching back, developing, so our history, what we know today, do you think it goes further back than just we talk about?
Oh yes, I think it goes back far beyond our recorded history. And I think actually the Earth is sort of like a place that gets rented by different species at a different time. It's sort of like, well, the dinosaurs had it for a few billion years maybe, and the humans get it for, maybe we have a short-term lease, maybe a couple million. Because this is a very young civilization when you really think about it. If you think about the age of the universe,